nothing but good game when I come around. BossMack, topsoil, y'all got to love the sound. And today, I got a special guest in this motherfucker with me. I got Princess Inosa in here with the BossMack topsoil tonight. What's up with you, baby girl?
What's up? Hey, that was bad. You killed that.
Did I get it right? I got that shit right.
Inosa, but you almost got it. Everything else is on point. You almost had it.
Okay, I appreciate you, man. I'm working on it, baby girl. I'm working on it, man. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we get down. We always come in here with the bomb agenda for you. We always come in here with our sponsors, niggas in the news, reader, listener, emails, and whatnot. And, you know, the show is always brought to you by BossMack Streetwear. You could go through BossMack Streetwear right now and cop some BossMack Streetwear. You see, Princess got on the bitch relaxed tank top. The spring
Super
drop,
comfy,
the spring drop, you know we bringing them back out, them bitch relaxed tank tops for them bad bitches out there, getting that attention out there. Fuck with me, don't fuck with them. Also, I got on the bitch relaxed arc hoodie, you know what I'm saying, with the BossMack and Chinese on the sleeves, you know what I mean. Or you could get the OG, the Big Snoop rockin' president of Death Row. You understand me? Or you can get some PG shit, cause you can't wear that shit in front of your bitch ain't gonna let you wear that in front of her. Some of y'all, you know, and maybe your kids ain't gonna let you do it. You can't wear it in front of your kids. We got you though. And if you need some game because you struggling with your bitch out there, jump in the DMs, text me, get at me. We schedule some time to get you right, man. I know it's been rough out there, man. Corona been fucking up many houses, man. And, you know, holla at me, man. Don't kill yourself. A lot of niggas killing themselves out there. Don't do that. It's all right if your bitch leave you, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, it'll always get better. I'm serious. Fuck with me, don't fuck with them. Princess, God bless you. How you doing?
Hey, thank you for having me today. Hey, it's a beautiful day. Sunday, fun day. You already know, out here doing it with you. It's great, it's great. I was super excited to come out today. I've never done anything like it, but I was definitely excited to see what's up, and I love the whole setup.
I appreciate you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, your energy, and all that shit. That's real, man. Okay, how was your weekend? It's Sunday.
Oh, man.
How was your weekend? If you can elaborate.
Let's see. I just quit my second job. I was working 2 jobs, literally 10 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. So I had no life. I just quit my second job.
I feel you.
I finally have time to do shit I want to do, you know, for myself. Go skating, get into a hobby, you know, whatever. Make dinner, you know, things like that. You know, you really appreciate those things when you don't have the time. So it's been good. Friday I got off at 9. I hung out. Oh man. I went out with my cousin and we kicked it with some of the Asian homies, and they're I love them, you know, they're super dope, but they're wild. They can party all damn night.
I feel you.
I think Saturday night we went out to a couple different places. If anyone knows Artists in Garden Grove, that's a pretty cool spot.
Okay,
we were up in there.
Okay. So your stomping grounds, you go out the Garden Grove a lot like that?
Yeah. I'm from Westminster, and I originally moved from the Inland Empire, so like Fontana area.
Okay.
I moved out to OC maybe like 5 years ago now.
Okay.
And it's been good, man. It's treated me so good. I love it out there. It's great weather, you know. Out in the IE, it's like on a summer day, it's hot. You're hitting like hundreds.
For real,
out here, it's like a hot day. It's like 80 to 90 tops, you know. And once we hit summer, maybe we will hit those hundreds, but look what we got next to us, the damn beautiful beach, you know?
Yeah.
So you can never get too hot out here. So it's great. It's great. I love this side of, you know, I love all these sides of towns. LA, Long Beach, OC. It's great.
Okay, I feel you. That's what's up, man. I'm feeling you, man. Loving the energy, loving the vibe.
And you said Compton.
Yeah, I'm from BoMPTON.
That's right.
But yeah, man, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go over there and tap in with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's it's all up in me, man. That's what I be representing to the fullest. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
You see, I got the homies on the wall.
Hell yeah. I see Kendrick back there. I see Snoop. I see YG.
Yeah. And that's the homie G Weed right there.
That's
you know, I gotta free him. You know, he's locked up right now. You know, but he tapping in, watching you and shit.
Really? So, hell yeah. Hey, shout out to the homie.
Yeah. All right. That's what's up. Hey, like I said, we usually go through our different news items and shit. You know what I'm saying? And different things happening in the gas prices. How's that? Is it dramatically affecting you?
I just posted a story on Snapchat. I just want to go pump gas before I came over here. I let it pump, till it stops pumping on its own. It pumped all the way up to 68 and something cents. $68 for a Nissan Altima 2019. I used to be able to fill up my tank with like $45-$50 like at most, and it went up to 68 with some cents. Turned on my car, it didn't even go all the way up. It only filled up 3/4 of the fourth.
Wow.
So I was like, damn, man, these prices are ridiculous. My mom said she didn't want me to get a motorcycle, but at this point I'm like, man, it's sounding right. I'm pretty sure that Prius, people driving Priuses, man, you guys are smart. Those electric cars.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. I wonder what it's like to buy a Prius now. Is it hard if the price went up and people tripping?
I wonder, but I wouldn't think so, because I do notice that a lot of cars coming out now, they're like hybrids, electric. So maybe it is a little bit more expensive, but I also feel like the government itself is gonna want to kick out gas eventually, so might as well start converting everyone over to electric. Like same thing with money. You know how they want to they want to get rid of cash flow. They want to do all like digital and all that. I'm like, I think cash is king. Cash will always win for sure.
You ain't got no Bitcoin in
that's true. Yeah, hey, you're right.
You ain't got none. I'm just asking.
I just put in a little bit of money to it, but not enough. I don't feel like it's not enough to make money back. But no, that's a smart game. That's a very smart game.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Okay. Niggas in the news. Niggas in the motherfucking news. Okay. Kanye West. Okay. How you feel about what Kanye's doing out here?
Man, I feel like he's so talented, a genius. He's great, man, I love his old shit. And then, I love some of his newer stuff too, but aside from the music, just everything going on with the news and social media and the celebrity stuff.
How you feel like he's acting with his wife?
A little crazy to be honest, because it's like I understand like just certain scenarios, but it's like you're a kid not wanting your kid be on TikTok and stuff, but it's like, I mean, you're famous, and nowadays, if you really look at it, kids are doing that, and they don't have to sponsor her. Your daughter doesn't have to get sponsored by TikTok and all that. So, I don't know. I think some things are being taken a little too far. But again, we don't know, because the media could be flipping things,
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever had a boyfriend who wouldn't leave? I'm just asking.
Yeah. Yeah, one or two.
Okay, now, you try to get rid of your dude and he move across the street from you.
I'm gonna do exactly what she's doing. If I got the money to move out, I'm moving out. I've been seeing some stuff that she might be moving out of her place. I would too.
I feel you.
I'm like, we could live in 2 different cities and you could still come and see your kids. That's okay. You don't have to move across the street from us.
That's all I'm tripping off of. I still fuck with it, man. I just be tripping off of that little bullshit.
You think it's true that the Kardashian curse?
See, that thing too, man. See. I was feeling for him when he even began this.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what is he doing? This is gonna fuck him up some type of way.
Yeah.
And I said the same thing for Travis Scott. I was like, I was waiting to see what was gonna happen to Travis Scott. What fucked up is gonna happen to Travis Scott?
The only thing that I know of lately has been the concert stuff.
I mean,
you know,
that's enough.
He had a lot of.
That's enough
for that.
It shut him down. He be doing. You know how he get down tours all around. That's his bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? That shut his shit down.
Yeah. You know, the way I see it too is I recently went to Once Upon a Time in LA.
Okay.
Last year I went to, or the year before COVID, and it was great. I loved it, but I'm not gonna lie, this last time I went, it was just terrible. And I have a feeling like that's kind of similar to what it was for the concert. I feel like they're overselling tickets for the amount of room that they have.
Okay, so you was there when Draco got killed.
Yeah.
Okay, was you in the crowd when it happened?
No, we were waiting for Snoop Dogg to come on.
Right.
So we were at that stage. We were waiting for Snoop Dogg to come on, and it probably was about 20 minutes or so. Then we started seeing helicopters surrounding, you know, and I'm thinking like, is this part of the concert? Like, are they fucking, putting on a show for like Snoop to come out type shit? So we're waiting. And finally, I get kind of tired of waiting. I'm like, you know what? Let's go dip out to another stage. And when we're walking away from the crowd, there's like all kinds of securities coming towards the crowd, like show's over, you know?
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. Like, we didn't get compensated. We didn't, you know, like they cut it short. It was really unfortunate what had to happen, but it was just a mess of.
I didn't mean to cut you off. How many artists did you get to see?
A lot that I wanted to. I got to see Daz. I got to see. Let's see. Warren G played. I got to see him.
Okay.
I think we were able to see. It was mostly oldies artists.
Right.
It was mostly.
Right.
I was at the main stage where like Warren was playing and all them, but it was just super duper crowded. I'm saying like it was crowded.
It was like packed. You couldn't really move and shit.
Packed. And it was like the location was kind of like stadium in the middle.
Yeah.
And when you're going through the back halls in the stadium, it was shoulder to shoulder. I had to grab onto security's back to walk me through the crowd because it's just packed, you know? And I'm like, I understand it's a big event, but also, and it's a big location, but it was just way too many people.
Straight gangsters in there too, though. Like,
that too, for sure. I mostly got to the one stage that I wanted to be at. Thankfully, it wasn't that packed, but the audio, terrible. The audio didn't pick up until like maybe 5, 6 o'clock. The whole time, Lisa went up. She's singing her lungs out, and you could barely hear her. Yeah, like it sounds like it was just like muted down. And I was like further away from the stage, but enough so where I could hear her. But I just, it just sounded real muffled, real low. I think that was a big problem too, the audio.
Right. So you went to see Snoop. You was going to kind of see Snoop.
Well, at the end, because I had already seen a lot of the artists I wanted to see. So then I was finally gonna go on that side, but that's when we went. It was a super packed. Even the food, we went to the shortest line we saw, and we still waited about an hour in that line just to pay $12 for $12 each on a little like flour tortilla, $12 for the quesadilla, and like $5 of water. It was just overpriced, overpacked. I really didn't enjoy myself. I tried to message them and stuff, but I mean, what are they gonna do, you know? What are they gonna do?
Well, that motherfucker ruined now. That never happened again.
Yeah.
They should have. They gonna get sued big time.
Yep.
That shit was crazy.
It was.
You go to a lot of concert festivals like that?
Sometimes, I haven't been, well, especially COVID now, but like I went to the Once Upon a Time in Long Beach. I went to the Once Upon a Time in LA. I like to go to like the smaller venues.
Do you like old school stuff?
I went to go, I think it was the Nova, go see DJ Quick. And I love that because it was a smaller setting, but it wasn't more intimate, like it's still pretty packed, but you're closer, everything sounds better, everyone's vibing, no one's like pushing and shoving, trying to get out of the, like it was perfect. I like the smaller set because it's a bit more personal, I feel, So
you fuck with DJ Quick.
Yeah.
And all that shit.
Yeah. I see. So if you try to ask me like nowadays the music now, like I don't know. What I mostly like to listen to is like oldies and like funk. I got over 2 playlists. One is called Jams, all funk, all that type of stuff, over 24 hours. All my oldies is on my smooth playlist, and I got over 24 hours. So
you listen to all Zap, all that shit.
Yeah, Zap. Yep. That's why I went to go see that day. They played there. Yep. It was great. It was great. Hell yeah.
Oh, shit, that's what's up, man.
Brenton Wood, I got to see my baby for like the 4th, 5th time now. I've seen Brenton Wood a couple times. I love him too. He's a performer. Like, I love the fact that he comes out like fully dressed. He still wears his whole pachuco suit, you know, like he's suited up. And I love that. And I love how even Zap Band, you know, like they're older performers, but they still put on a hell of a show. They were all dressed up, you know, all coordinated in their dancing. Like, that's what I like, you know. They try to put on a show for the crowd, you know.
You weren't old enough to see Roger for real, though, huh?
No, I wish. You know what? They had a real nice, like, they were like, you know, let's give it up for my brother Roger, you know. So that was real cool.
I remember, man, I remember they used to have... I guess it was like a summer jam or...
It's not Rock the Bells. I feel like I know what you're talking about because I went to that.
Nah, it used to be at Irvine Meadows. It used to be at the Irvine Amphitheater. It used to be like a concert that 92.3 The Beat used to have, like a summer concert.
Bash, it's not that Bash one. I know there's Cali Bash.
This some old shit though, cause see, I'm going back to the 90s.
Oh, okay.
I'm going back to the 90s.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Damn, I could only imagine what it would have been like in that scene, you know?
I saw some shit where it was Eazy-E was supposed to close the show, and Zap went before him, like right before him, and Roger was there for that, and then Eazy-E was introducing Bone Thugs in that show.
Oh no shit, that's dope. Fuck that.
So they had the hit out. Bone Thugs had their hit out. Thuggish Ruggish Bone was out. But Roger, man, Roger is the source of all gangster shit. He came out there, man. That was unbelievable. That was like one of the greatest shows I ever seen. That's like one of the greatest performances I ever seen in my life, live. Like when he did that, niggas was going, motherfuckers was going crazy. I seen every gangster was just. Like they just was in a spiritual zone, throwing up their hood, banging. Everything, nobody know what to do. It was like,
and that's that shit, man.
He rocked so hard. He rocked so hard that motherfuckers was just exhausted, tired after it was over. Everybody was like, "Oh my god."
Hell yeah. Put in all your energy, you know, like that shit takes over. I love that. I love that people could come together for like the music, you know. That's the one thing too. When I was at the concert, and I remember it was Brenton Wood playing, and he was me and you, and I look back to the crowd. All these like little gangsters, cholas, everyone had their Modelo or their beer in their cup, and the whole crowd is like, you know, waving left and right, and I'm like, damn, that's that good shit, you know. Everyone's just silence, like attention, you know. That was really dope. That was real cool. And man, Brenton Wood, do you see how old he is and still fucking putting the damn thing? He's excellent.
Okay, what's the next event you got on your agenda to go hit up? Or you be planning ahead, or you just be?
Yeah, you know what? For example, the Once Upon a Time, I got them like as soon as they go on sale, I get it. But with that last one, I'm not gonna lie to you, that kind of fucked it up for upcoming events. Cause I'm like, I don't want to go to something if it's gonna be that packed. And I get it, you know, like companies gotta make their money, but I'm like, I'm not trying to go enjoy my time bumping shoulders with all these types of people because it's just so packed, you know.
Right.
That's why I think who was it? I think DJ Quick I saw recently. He was gonna be playing somewhere again, and I don't mind watching him again. I love watching him. I love seeing a good show. He spins right then and there, you know, and he puts some oldies in it and like some new shit, so it's cool.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Okay, you fuck with Lil Boosie.
A little bit. You seen that? Oh shit! You seen that live thing he just did?
What you talking about?
So again, I'm telling you, they like grab your attention on those little like the bottom of the Snapchat stories, you know. And apparently he just had a live where they're saying he's having like not a pussy contest, but he has girls like laid out, and he brings his son on like, come here, son. He's like, look at this, and they're like, on live, in front of a crowd, everything, you know. He's like, look at this. Now that's a woman, you know. So it's crazy because people were on live like, damn, this was really getting down like that on live.
Right.
It's crazy.
Okay, how you feel about him and his son looking at pussy like that? What you think?
You know, I read in the comments, like, one of the things was like, that's crazy. Like, I feel like that type of conversation you could have with your son on the side. I feel like it was a little crazy, you know, a little crazy. I'm like, damn. But hey, if that's how they get down, then that's how they get down. And the son, I don't know if I was mistaken, but on one of the last clips, he kind of looked like he was over, like he walked away. And I'm like, maybe because it's like the attention, all the shit. Like, why are we doing this? Like, I obviously know what pussy looks like, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. It's like, hey, let me have a fucking dick contest and come here. Like, we're gonna come judge yours. Come here, girl. Look at these balls. You know, like, it's just, I don't know. It's just a little outrageous sometimes.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that shit. Like, if I was, you know, I don't have a son, but I don't know how I would feel about
doing all that.
Getting into that type of emotional space with him right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, even though I want him to be heterosexual like a motherfucker, and I want him to have bitches and shit. Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't want to cross-reference.
Yeah. I feel that.
Mind state with him.
I completely understand, especially with all that, you know, like, nowadays, you know, the things that they're putting out for kids and all that, you know, you would always want to teach them the right way, but I don't think that was 100% the right way either.
Shout out to Boosie. Did you see Boosie off the mushrooms, though? Did you see that?
No. Speaking of, have you fucked with mushrooms?
Yeah, I fuck with mushrooms, man. You fuck with mushrooms?
Yeah, a lot. Recently, damn. Okay, so my boss, he had this little jar of little gummies, you know, like little rectangular gummies, like sour gummies, whatever. And I see them, and they said 2CB on the outside. So I'm like, hey, so what's up? What are these? And he goes, yeah, take one. I'm like, all right, what is it? He's like, it's mushroom, but it's like a mushroom liquid, and then it's infused into the gummy.
Wait, yo, they got that up there at the spot?
No, it's my other spot. This is my main man. Like, this is who I've been working with for a few years now. So
I need to do they work?
Yeah, okay. So I took that gummy at 8:10 p.m. I got off at 9:45. I was driving home, and I was like, damn, I gotta go stop by a Target. I'm driving, and like when you do shrooms, I feel like you could almost feel the creep up. Like you feel when it's creeping up, and like you start feeling weird. So I was driving, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to Target, and I had to pack because I was going to Vegas that weekend. So I had to go home and pack to leave the next day at like 5 a.m. Yeah. I get home, and as soon as I go in, like inside the house, I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, whoa, like everything just changes, and I'm like, okay, I feel it. Like I feel it. I go upstairs because I got to pack, and it was just like that overwhelming like feeling that I just laid down. When I laid down, I looked at my closet mirrors. My closet doors are mirrors, so I look at them. There's a tapestry of like a black and gray drawing, and I have plants, you know, so I have a pothos hanging, and the color of the drawing, like the tapestry, it looks like the colors are like almost like swirling, and my leaf, the plant almost looks like it's also swirling, you know. So I was like, oh shit, there's some good stuff.
Damn. Okay, I need some of that.
Hey, it was intense. I was like, and that was one gummy. So he's trying to put out these little jars that come with like, I want to say 10. I'm like, dude, if I took 2 of those, I'm for sure hallucinating. But like that was already
how much they cost?
I don't know. He hasn't put them out on the market. He just gave it to me. He's like, yeah, try it. Give me feedback. And I'm like, oh, okay.
For sale.
Yeah, but he's about to though. I think he is because we've been giving him a lot of good reviews. And
bro, I need my. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah,
chocolate. Have you tried the chocolate?
I ain't tried none of that shit. Do your people sell the chocolate?
Yep. And it also works. I've already tested it myself too. I went when I went to Once Upon, I went with my brother, and he took down like 2 pieces. I took down 3. By the time we got inside, we were feeling good. We're like in the crowd, and he looks at me. He's like, hey, I'm feeling this shit. I'm like, hey, me too. Fuck yeah, we about to have a good time. But yeah, it's definitely fun. You know, I definitely don't suggest it for anyone that's not in the right state of mind to do it. But man, if you have a little free time, you're alone in your room or going on a fucking nature walk, pop, just, microdose, baby steps. But
that motherfuckers be working good on some creativity type shit. I be telling niggas like, if you on some creative type shit, you could, and I told niggas, they need to control their environment too. Like, like going to like a club, crowded people, you might not want to do that shit. Be overwhelmed.
And you feel uncomfortable. Like I feel like it makes you more sensitive to other energies. Like, I've been in a situation where I was just around people who were not my friends, but the things they were doing and saying, especially with my friend, I'm like, I don't fuck with these type of people. And I could feel it that much more when I'm on it. I'm like, why am I here? Like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, it just feels like negative energy, and I'm not trying to fuck with it,
Yeah, hey, that's what I was trying to tell motherfuckers. It seemed like you could look into motherfuckers' characters. Whoever is around you, you know what I'm saying? So you want, man, that was a trip.
Yeah.
Like, even walking through I walked through a store.
Oh.
And I was off for like an eighth.
Jesus.
And I was just like, I was just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I had to get the fuck out. You
yeah,
feel me?
because especially, like I said, just that many energies around you is just like, you can't, it's just too much to deal with, and it's crazy because even one of the trips that I had with one of my friends, it's crazy because that's my friend, like I fuck with her, but when we were on mushrooms, like certain ways that she would act or say, I felt like I was more sensitive to it, like, damn, like, why is she bossing me around, or like, damn, why she gotta say it like that, like little things that I was like just noticing, like how people communicate,
He's picking up shit,
and I'm like, you know what, maybe I don't want to be your friend after this.
Man, I was off shit, and I was off the shrooms, man, and I just picked up like different ways to set up shit, like the different. Man, it was really productive. Then my peoples didn't have them no more, and I was like, damn. So
we got them all day, all kinds, all types. In the chocolate form, in pill form, like they now have these little microdosing pills we sell, and it's a 0.5 per pill. So you can pop like 2 of those, and it's like a good microdosing way. Because a lot of people want that. I know a lot of people that don't buy shrooms, they'll blend them and they'll make their own capsules. Yeah. So we kind of already do that we pre-do that for you, already pre-packaged and stuff. But it's definitely good. It would be also a good alternative, like antidepressants. That works very, very well with that.
Yeah.
So
okay, I appreciate you. God bless, man. That's what's up.
Holla at your girl.
I'm fucking with you for real though. Like, I'm for real though.
And now that we're on that, what's another? Have you ever had a bad trip?
Okay, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I fucking did. Yeah, and I could tell you about it. I think I had like 2 of them. One wasn't so bad, and one kind of shocked me.
What?
And it was and this is some real shit. I was just telling my peoples about this. I was like, you know what? I had a real powerful batch of shrooms, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna have my bitch come pick me up. It's a beautiful day. She gonna drive me around in the whip, and I'm just gonna be on one with her driving me around, and we're gonna go do whatever. Just have a nice day, right? So I take the shrooms. They powerful. Shit is starting to happen fast, like within 15 minutes, right? I'm seeing shit like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, those were real good. When they hit that fast, you're about to go be on a fucking hell of a ride.
So here she comes, and she's like a, wild female, so, she starts sucking my dick, like, off the rip.
And you're all tripping, you're all,
so now here we go. Now look, this is, she's putting in work. I'm watching her. And listen, on everything, her face and her hand turn old.
Oh no.
You understand me? And my dick stay young. So I'm like push her off of me, go to the restroom, water on my face. She like, nigga, what the fuck is going on? Why you tripping and shit? I'm like, hold on, I just had to, I ain't told her I'm on mushrooms and none of that shit. She don't even know. I'm like, hold on, I just get myself together, right? You know what I'm saying? It was overwhelming. Came back in, right? Everything regular. Like, okay, she regular. Okay, she started back, and she legit. I study it. I watch closely.
And you're like, there's no.
She turned old. Her hand turned old.
Damn.
Push her off of me. I'm like, man, what the fuck, man? Now everything is happening. Now all type of shit is happening. Yeah. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I can just leave, nigga. I ain't got. I'm like, look, wait, hold on, calm down. I took mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? It's overwhelmed me. Look, listen. I think I know what to do to make it stop. Go to the store, get some orange juice. Go to the store right now. Listen, shut the fuck up. Go to the store right now, get some orange juice. So I don't know what the fuck is. She leave out the store to go get. She go leave it. So everything is happening in the house. Time is going long. And then look, it was like.
Hey man, drugs are a hell of a drug.
It was like the top of my head open up like type shit, and it was like it was like infinity above me, like space. I was like, man, I feel like I could just lose myself. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? I gotta get the fuck out. I just go get in the car. I'm taking myself to the store. So I gotta concentrate.
Oh, hell no. I don't know
all type of shit is happening. The car is like a bubble type shit.
Yeah, to me, it's like a spaceship.
Yeah,
it's like a spaceship. Oh my God. I was tripping on that one time with my friend, and I thought I was good. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna head home. I get in my car just to back out of her driveway. It took me like 3 minutes. I'm like slowly driving down the street, and it's like, the street, there's cars parked around the curb. And as I'm driving, it's like a fucking, I feel like I have that fisheye lens vision, and I feel like my car's a spaceship. And I'm like, nope, bust the bitch. I'm like, yo, I'm not good. I'm coming back. I'm like, hell no. I don't know how you did it.
I did that all the way to 7-Eleven. I had to park at 7-Eleven, concentrate, and just be like, okay, get out, walk in here.
Planning everything you're about to do. Like, you can't just get up and do it.
No matter what you see, it's not real. Don't panic. Don't panic. All type of, man, the ground is water. All type of shit. I was like,
I could barely. Sometimes I can't even walk right when I'm on fucking mushrooms. I feel like I'm walking like weird, like something's going on, So yeah, man, it's crazy, and I definitely now maybe more I can be outdoors and do it, but hell no, I can't be around, especially not people that I don't know. And with me, I don't know how you did it, that she didn't notice, your girl, because with me, as soon as I start feeling it, you can tell right away. My eyes turn like bloodshot, my face gets like red. There's no way you can't tell.
Like she thought it was funny once I told her what was happening, but like then I had different experiences. Like I was around one of my peoples. Like I was telling them that, like I was around one of the homies, and I could just feel like this was the homie. Like this nigga is the homie.
Oh yeah.
How do I know that this is the homie right here?
But you didn't know him.
I know him all the time.
Okay. Yeah, but you're like, this is
but I could just tell like he was really the homie.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He always been my homie. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn. So then it made me think about the bitch. Like, what the fuck? And then how our relationship unfolded and how I ended up with her. And my mind stayed going in. I was like, man, why was I even fucking with her?
Yeah, once you're on it, your mind just takes off.
I was on some bullshit back then, but it just, the mushrooms just revealed that shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I feel like sometimes you need it, like it opens like your eyes to a lot, and it opens your mind to a lot more things too. I mean, for sure, like even grateful, being grateful, you know, for your everyday life, for the fucking day, for the bright fucking tree, you know, things like that. It makes you appreciate your surroundings, and it's great. It's. I mean, I definitely. If you haven't tried it, go get a little cap, you know, toss it back and just let it roll. You know, it's good. It's really good. I think the only time I had a bad trip was I literally thought I was gonna die, and it was also 2 times. One of them, I'm not gonna lie, we were all also like doing other drugs too fast, you know, I think, and then we popped some mushrooms. Like fast forward maybe 30-40 minutes later, I start getting like I started losing like my color. I turned pale. I was sweating. The tip of my hands were tingling. I fell down to fetal position. I was crying. But like, you know what? My mind was not here when that was happening. And when it started to come back, I was like, dude, like, it's all in your head. Like, you're just sweating it out. Because at the end of the day, it's a fungus, you know? Like, your body has to let it out somehow, you know? So with me, I sweat a lot when I'm on shrooms sometimes. So I remember I was, like, intensely sweating. So I was like, damn, I took too much too fast. And I'm like, you just got to ride the wave now, you know? What could you do? So, yeah, I rode that shit. And I'm not going to lie to you, though. As terrifying as it was, even my best friend was like, damn, bitch, I thought I was going to have to call the fucking ambulance because you were tripping. I'm like, yo, I was like, damn. I'm like, you're the real homegirl, you know, like, to be there for me and not call the cops, you know? So I was like, yeah, it was definitely a bad trip, but the next day, I felt like a whole fucking weight was lifted off my shoulders. I felt like I could breathe. So I feel like in a way, the breakdown that I had was, I didn't feel like I had to let anything go, but I think that breakdown was something that was needed because the next day was like, damn, a breath of fresh air. Whatever I was holding in, I let out. So yeah, you know, like that shit helps, you know, good time or just to get your mind right or just to get creative.
Hey, like it's a before and after type of thing with them episodes.
Yeah,
definitely. I like that shit, man. Well, I'm definitely gonna tap in with you, man.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, shit, man. I don't know if it's
Damn, did you just hear about I think it was Kodak or no, it was Young Thug. They just shot his mom.
Yeah, his baby mama.
Yeah,
you know
baby mama. Yeah.
That was over a bowling ball.
Yeah, I just kind of like scrolled through something like that. I was like, damn, that's sad. That's crazy. But you know what? It's coming to like to things now like that nowadays. Like even you know, like road rage. You know, like I could be one to admit, I don't know why, as I've gotten older, and even if I'm high, like, people frustrate me on the road. I'm like, people are what cause traffic. Not, like, yes, car accidents, but sometimes a car accident is happening because someone's going too slow or like, you know, fucking up the flow of traffic. So, I mean, imagine someone is actually like bad with road rage. You pull up with someone, you get out of the car. You've seen those, like even on the freeway, people will get out of their car and be like, "What's up?" What if one day you get out of the car and you say "What's up" to the wrong person, and that's your life, all because you got a little road rage on the road with a stranger? Like that's how easy it is, you know.
It can happen, man. It can happen. Okay, let me ask you this: When the last time you had a fight?
Damn. I think I was like 18. 18. Well, I got into a few fights like in middle school too, though. So by the time I got to high school, everyone knew like you didn't want that heat, you know. So by high school, I didn't have no problems. And when I got out of high school, that fight that I got into when I was 18, I only got into it because I was at the park, you know, with some homies and a homegirl. And some girl rose up and she like calls out my homegirl. My homegirl's name is Risky. And she's like, "Risky, what's up?" You know, like she calls her out. And so we're obviously going to get up like, "What's up? Like, who's this? What's up?" They go out at round one on the middle of the street, you know, by the park, off, you know, like in the neighborhood, getting down. And then my friend gets down as she's getting up to, you know, get up to get her stance again. When she's on the floor on her elbow, this bitch kicks her in the face, like straight. You know, just I saw her head bounce, so I was like, fuck that, you know. So to me, like, look, I ain't gonna jump in. Even if she was getting up and wanted to go around 2A, go around 2. But once you do some foul shit like that, the person's down. You know, like especially in the face, a kick in the face, like damn, that shit can cause some real damage. So that shit just set me off, and that was the only time I really ever had to get down after that, because it was just you know, standing up for somebody else. I'm like, fuck that, you know. And this bitch was my height, and I'm tall. I'm like 5'8", you know, like 5'7", 5'8". My homegirl's probably like 5'4", 5'4", you know, like 5'3" to 5'4". So I'm like, bitch, fuck with someone your own size. So, but other than that, nah, I don't really, I feel like I don't get in fights because I'm not, you know, I'm not an angry person.
Right,
and even in the street, even in the street, like if I'm walking past you, when I go to my family's like South Central, if I'm going to the liquor store, whatever, you know, anyone, even if it's the most gangster looking guy, whatever, and I'm walking through past, you know, I'll hold the door, or like if we're walking through an aisle, I'll be like, oh, excuse me, you know, because it's a tight aisle, you know.
Right.
Today I go to the grocery store, there's a lady, and you know, she's like a Karen. She looks like a Karen, and she's like in the middle of the aisle looking at something, her butt halfway sticking out while she's reaching, and I'm like with my cart waiting there for her to move, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, and she still goes down to grab another product before she like gets up, and she doesn't even say, oh, sorry, nothing. She just, you know, like, oh, scoots over because she heard me. But I'm like, come on, people, like. Have more courtesy. I'm gonna be aware of your surroundings and be fucking nice.
I feel you. So you good energy at all times.
Yeah, always. And you know what? I don't get me wrong. If someone wants that, I'm always down for it. You know, like, hey, if you come looking for me, you're gonna find me. But that's the thing about me. I'm nice. You know, I'm nice. There's no reason for nobody to have a problem with me. And if there is, well, then we can handle it too.
I feel you.
What about you?
What you mean?
When's the last time you got into one?
Physical fight? Man.
Yeah, I thought we were just talking physical.
With the homies, some shit, some melee type shit. What year was that? And once I stopped hanging with the homies like that, going out in group settings with the homies, that stopped happening. Yeah. But it might have been like, I'm gonna say like probably like 98.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
Like a melee though, like it was like, you know.
Yeah. Hey, that's good though. You know, like why do you want that? And at the end of the day too, like, let's say you're down for yours and you're down to get down with someone, but what if that person's dirty? You know, what if they pull out with a gun or something? You know, why you want to end your life over fighting a fucking stranger? Same thing at the club, you know, like when I'm at the bars or club, whatever. I never, like, even when I'm going through crowds, I'm always, excuse me. But if, like, let's say if a bitch drops a drink on me and, like, don't say sorry, like, my bad, nothing, then I'm gonna be like, yo, bitch, what's up? Like, watch where the fuck you walking, you know? Like, that's when I get hot. But other than that, nah, dude, life's good, you know. Why fuck it up for that?
Okay. I got some princess questions.
I want to hear these.
Okay. All right. Have you ever been cheated on by a guy?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Have you ever cheated on a guy?
Unfortunately, yeah. Once. And you know what? It wasn't even like cheating. It was just the fact that I was entertaining, like talking, and you know, like I want to go hang out with somebody else when I was already with somebody. To me, that's kind of cheating, you know, like.
But nothing happened, though.
No, nothing like that.
Emotional domain.
No, never. I always felt like if I already knew that I was emotionally detached and there was already somebody else I was feeling, then I'd rather just remove myself from that situation. Because why do you want to lead someone on when you're not even invested in that anymore? I feel like that's a waste of time for both parties, you know, like yours and mine. Like we could have both been said bye and I could have just moved on to the next. Why do it at the same time, you know?
Right.
Which is the way I saw it with my ex too. I'm like, if you were gonna go and do that, then why didn't you just say that? Like.
Okay, so when you got cheated on, how did you find out about it?
Oh, okay. Man. So I'm not gonna lie, this dude was I ended up finding out later, like he's pretty much like a bum, you know, because I took care of everything, most of the things in the relationship.
Right.
The way I found out was we were kind of having like a bad day, whatever. He went out with his homies. Then he like hit me up like, hey, can you come pick me up? Like, I want to go kick it with you. Can you come pick me up? Already red flag. Can you come pick me up? I want to kick it, blah, blah. So I go pick him up. He had already been drinking, so he was, feeling good, whatever. We got back to my house. He ended up knocking out, and I don't know why. I had that fucking feeling. I was like, you know what? Go through his fucking phone. Hey, you will find everything you need to know in that fucking phone. Okay. And I'm not that type of person, though.
But you went through the phone, though. But you did that. Oh,
man. But yeah, and I'm not even that type of person that's like, oh, let me look through your phone and see, But when people are acting weird.
The vibrations call for that. Yeah.
And I'm like, he's fucking, behavior. He's snoring in bed. His phone's right there. I'm like, all right. I'm like, let me go fucking see what's good. And I'll be fucking damned. There was some messages like from some bitch, like a couple messages in his DMs from different people in DM, different girls in DM and Instagram, and then 2 through his text messages. And the text message that I had, because his phone was off, I connected it to turn it on because it was dead. So then phone turns on, first message comes in, some girl, well, all right then, have fun doing whatever you're gonna do. I was like, oh, but you know what? That wasn't even the only time. We actually, I forgave him, my dumbass. Yo, I'm sorry, it's not like that. I'll never do it again, blah, blah, that bullshit. And sure enough, it just started getting rocky again. We never broke up. We were just like, having a rough time. Me and my homegirl go to a Halloween party in Anaheim. Of all places, we don't have any mutual friends or anything, but we rode through to this party, and I'm blind. I'm blind. If I'm not wearing my glasses or my contacts, I am blind. So right now I'm wearing contacts, but that night I wasn't wearing anything, so I was kind of blindish. We went in and we got some drinks, and when we walked towards the bar, I saw from my peripheral someone walking past that was like same fit, flannel, the type of shoes, everything. So I was like, and then my homegirl goes, bitch. And I was like, oh, it is, huh? And then she goes, yeah. So we get our drink. And then she goes, he's right here to the left, and he's dancing with some bitch. And I turn to my left, and I just take a quick look, and sure enough, he's dancing with some bitch. And then I was like, this girl's like pulling him around, like that's her man and shit, So I'm like, fuck that. I think after that was just like, we never had actual closure. Like, it's over. I think that was the.
You didn't even confront him about that.
I just saw it, and I was like, peace out, and we never talked, and that was that, But I'm just like, why cheat? Why? I think also, like I said, I took care of a lot of things too. If he wanted to go out with his kid, we would go out with his kid. Like, I'd be like, yeah, let's go to the movies. Let's go do this. I don't think there's a problem with dating someone that has kids, but it becomes.
You have kids?
No.
Okay, so you was good. One day. You was good stepmoms.
Yeah, exactly. So just the fact that everything went down like that, I was like, damn, like. You really done fucked up. You had a good one on your side.
Was it like a good dick type thing? Was that what
too,
it was?
Yeah, that
was
too.
Like
that
overwhelming.
That too. But you know what? My prior ex to him was probably the main contender. So I'm like, bye. I've had better. Bye. I'm like, I can find better. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So I had another question, and you kind of answered that. Would you pay a motherfucker's bills if?
Okay, see, I would say no, but in that situation, I did, one time it came down to like, I need, will you help me with my phone bill? This one, I'll pay you back, blah, blah. Cool, don't worry about it. And then the last time I let him borrow money was supposedly because, and this was dumb, you and my homegirl told me afterwards, like, you're a dumb bitch. Like, why are you paying a motherfucker's child support? Because, yeah, because it was.
You solid though, man. You solid.
Yeah, so
I ain't gonna knock you for that.
It was, at that point I was helping him. I think I put in some money for the child support stuff, just because, when that's your partner, you're like, boy, if you need help, I'm gonna help you,
You're trying to help him out.
So that's the only thing that I was like, well, I fucked up too, Like after that, it's taught me to be more, like watch my back more with these people,
I feel you. I feel you. All right. Do you think some motherfuckers deserve to get cheated on?
I don't think they deserve to get cheated on because I think this whole life will pay you back for everything you did.
If you do that.
You know,
right,
so
right.
Same way as like, you know, I'm like a heavy believer in karma and just, you know, putting out good energy so it comes back, you know. So cheating and all that, like, in the long run, what if you end up with nobody in your corner?
I feel you, man.
You know, you're fucking 35, 36, almost 40-year-old, no, you know, not even in thoughts of settling down or nothing, but by then all your friends and family, they're all settled down, all nieces, all, you know, you got a whole bunch of family, but it's like, now what are you? You're this pimp that made it this far, but now you don't got no lady back at home.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Guys, you guys better get smart, man. Treat that girl right because you never know. What if you don't get it? You know, what if you don't get that chance again? Unless you really don't like her, you really don't feel her. But then in that case, break up with her. You know.
I feel you. Now this is a kind of off the wall one right here. Mm-hmm. Say you go on a date to an expensive restaurant with a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And y'all eat, and it was cold meal, and then a motherfucker don't leave a tip. What would you do?
Did he pay for the bill?
It was y'all first date too.
Did he pay for the whole bill though?
He paid for the bill, but he didn't leave no tip. This was y'all first date.
I feel like I would pay for the tip. Like I wouldn't mind, you know. Like if you paid for everything, then I'll just leave a tip.
Would you just leave the tip yourself, or would you say something to him about?
Yeah, I would be like, did you leave a tip? And then if he says yes or no, then I'll be like, okay, all right, then well, I'll leave a tip. But I will think about that later when I go home.
You would kind of check him about. Yeah. You would say, you ain't gonna leave a tip.
Yeah, like I would just make sure, like if you signed the paper, whatever you paid cash, whatever it is, I'm like, oh, did you tip? And then if he's like yes or no, okay, well,
he's like, nah, I ain't leaving no tip.
But when I go home, I'm gonna think about that. I'll be like, damn, this motherfucker didn't even tip.
Okay. Would that affect your decision if you was gonna fuck with him or not?
Maybe.
Just that right there.
Just because, you know, like I've been a server before, especially if the server is on point. You know, they keep coming to check up.
She don't fuck up none, really. Yeah.
I'm like, if the waiter or the waitress is, you know, on point. Hey, you need a refill? Got you. Just very persistent on keeping up with us, and I'll be like, you deserve that tip, so you're gonna get it. If he didn't leave it, I'm gonna leave it, you know. But then I might think about it, because, you know, but I've noticed some people don't know how to tip, or some people don't tip, you know, and it's cool, you know, especially working in the industry. Like some people never tip, and I'm like, it's cool. I work at a delivery on my side shit, and it's starting up, so some of the people half the time won't tip, and I'm like, damn, you got us driving like 30 minutes to come to your house and not even a fucking $5 tip. But you know, it is what it is.
Okay, I'm finna this is a more drastic question.
Okay.
Like
I said, I'm an open book. Ask what you want. Ask what you want. You know, I'm not shy. I'm an open book. And let's keep it real. Keep it real.
Okay. All right. What is worse?
Oh no.
A nigga with plaque and fucked up teeth, or a dirty ass? Which one is worse?
Damn. That's hard.
He wants you to suck dick and his ass is dirty.
No. Well, then I'd rather have a dirty mouth.
But then he wants you to kiss him,
like,
and his mouth is like straight plaque.
It's like men, you know. Some men say like, oh, I don't let her kiss me after she sucked my dick. I'm like, ugh, you know. So I'm gonna just have to play the part. I'm gonna be like, sorry, like I can't do that.
Okay, which one is worse?
But you know, oh fuck.
That's what we at with it. Which one is worse?
And you can't just tell them to wash it.
Which one is worse? Which one
dirty
is
mouth.
worse?
Dirty mouth
is worse than
dirty
ass
mouth.
stink.
Because if it's ass stink, then I'm going to tell him, go take a shower real quick before we get down to business. I can't tell them, go brush your teeth before we get down.
We can make him go floss.
What about, hey, go brush your teeth before we have sex?
Go
no,
brush your
I'm going to
teeth
say,
and floss.
go take a shower before we have sex. And use my body wash. Hey, but you know what? And you know what? I feel like also when it comes to like that mouth odor stuff, it could get a little awkward, you know, like when how to tell somebody.
That's a critical thing.
I will say though, please tip for everybody. Flossing is important because man, flossing will help a lot because all that shit stuck in between, that's what's causing that mouth odor. And scrub the tongue.
Scrub the tongue. Okay. Alright. Would you rather have a late period or late rent?
Late period. And depending from who too, depending from who. But you know what? I usually like if I don't see myself like, you know, okay, I actually like this person, then I don't gotta worry about the month late thing. But rent late, I'm like, nah, I gotta have rent on time.
I feel you. Okay. Let me see. One last one. Well,
you got a few, it's okay?
Okay. All right. During sexual episode, spit on or peed on? Which one?
Spit on. 100% spit. We are not doing no R. Kelly around here, okay?
I feel you. Okay. All right. Threesomes or one-on-ones?
One-on-ones. Always. And my ex is always asking me that. Like, oh, would you be down to have a threesome? And I'm just like, oh, like, this is just some fantasy you need to get out of the way. And you know what? One guy asked, like, what? Two guys and a girl, or two? Obviously, all men want two girls and a guy. And I told him, I was like, what if I said two guys and a girl? And then he's like,
that's
well,
the Sweetie. That's Sweetie. Sweetie said that for Quavo. You fuck with Sweetie?
Yeah, she's cool.
She said that for Quavo. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So it's the same thing, you know. I'm like, well, are you gonna let a man come in between here too? And this was said, well, how are you gonna do that? I'm like, well, how are you gonna do two females and a man? One's gonna do one thing, one's gonna do the other, right? So same thing with two men. One's gonna do one job, the other one's gonna do the other, you know? Same thing, but of course, in a man's perspective, it's like me having another man in the whole, like, you know, thing.
Right.
You know, they don't want that. That's gay, you know?
It ain't bull then. It ain't bull then when we do it like that.
I'm like, oh, it was cool when it was two females, but not when it's two guys, right?
Niggas ain't bull and shit. All right, you be on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Okay. Being on FaceTime with niggas trying to check your surroundings, did that fuck with you?
Yeah, I should never have to deal with that, you know? Like, for what? What do you gotta, like, if I say I'm doing, if you see me on the camera, why does it matter what's going on around me? If I picked up the FaceTime.
Have you ever?
That was someone like, oh, where are you at? Like, what? No, I think no, like, the most I would probably say is like, oh, when I'm like in my room or I'm on a FaceTime, like, if I switch my camera, oh, look, you have a bong back there. Oh, look, yeah, you know, stuff like that. But never like, oh, where are you? Like, it looks like there's some fancy stuff around you. Where are, you know, it's never like that.
Well, I feel you. Okay, all right. All right. we do reader listener email. So I got some reader listener emails. People write me emails
Questions,
and then I respond
topics.
to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple of them. I'm gonna go through.
All right, let's review. Do you put out the username and stuff for names?
I don't do their names.
Okay.
I just do their city, where they from, because motherfuckers be listening to it and shit. And
perfect.
You know what I'm saying? And it comes from like a worldwide type of
right.
thing.
That's super cool. How does it feel to be reaching out to people from far out?
You know, it's cool, man. You know, all this that I'm doing kind of started off as a blog, writing stories about shit niggas is doing, you know what I'm saying, out there fucking with bitches and, you know, and dealing with bitches, really, you know, just,
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all a part of life, you know, like, same thing, you know, with everyone, you know, men and being, like, you know, cheating and stuff. It's all a part of life, you know, like, they're going to do it. It's going to happen, you know, that's something we have to all understand, you know, like, I feel too, trying to be in love in your like 20s, it's just not gonna happen. I feel, you know. Then the people that have found it, man, lucky them. Shout out to them. But man, don't be surprised if it takes you past that, because you know nowadays it's tough. It's tough with everything. The 30s are the new 20s.
30s are the new 20s. I feel you, man. I feel you. Shit, hold on right quick. They can't roll. All right. Now, you know, my thing is like, I believe in God.
Oh yeah, yep.
Karma, all that stuff, and you know, I just try to help motherfuckers be better, improve, motherfuckers. That's really what we do. Really
help others, you know.
Yeah, through the trials and tribulations,
everything you've been through, even, you know, like,
you know what I mean.
Everything.
Yeah, that's what we be doing. Another question: Does Netflix and chill count as a date to you?
No, hell no, hell no. Do not ask me to come out on a date with you. And when I ask you, what are we doing? We're gonna go to my house and we're gonna Netflix and chill. You got me fucked up. I do not even stay at home myself to chill. Like, why would I go to your house to chill? You better take me out. Depending how that goes, we might go Netflix and chill.
Do you plan dates for niggas?
No.
You don't never plan dates?
If you're gonna ask me on a date, you better know where you're gonna want to take me, unless you're like, all right, give me like some direction. Like, what do you like to do? Well, I'll give you options. I like to do this. I like to do that. My main thing, and which is the easiest thing, you know, any guy should, first date, take her out to eat, take her out somewhere cool. And it doesn't even have to be fancy, you know, like we could just go out somewhere cool to eat where we could sit like face to face, talk, chill, you know, good food. Nothing crazy, you know? People that want to be like extravagant and shit and do like some skydiving or fucking let's go to an amusement park. That's cool too, you know, but I think for that first encounter, something subtle, you know, like also something around people, because I don't know if this is a murderer or not, you know? So, no, but don't ever ask me to Netflix and chill on a first date.
Okay, what about going to get like, going to a coffee shop for the first date?
That's cool.
That's acceptable?
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Okay, what if you go to the coffee shop on the first date and the bitch order like $75 worth of the little bullshit food.
Damn, that's a lot to spend at a fucking coffee shop.
How would you feel?
Well, one, I'm not that bitch. I'm not gonna make it by the whole menu.
How would you feel about a nigga? You know, a bitch did that to a nigga.
So me being a male perspective, I'd been like, oh hell no, this is one of them bitches. I'm out. I'm out.
Okay, would it be okay to be like, you know what? Go up to the counter. I just got like a frappuccino. Here my $10. I put a little extra on that. Old girl got a whole lot. You saw her and bounce. You think it's okay to do that?
Hell no. Wait, if he bounce? If he bounce?
He bounce.
Hey, by all means, do your thing, man. Okay. Do your thing. Hey, I'm not a hater. And you know what? Bitches be fucking up too. Bitches be doing some shady shit too. That's why I'm like, same thing. I've heard of people walking out in the middle of a date, and you know what? If it's going that bad, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna excuse myself.
Some of your homegirls did that shit before?
Yeah. Someone recently told me they went on a date, and this guy was just, throwing these comments that were very like, oh, you're so pretty for a Mexican girl. You're so, things like that. And it's like, I don't think people like process what they say. And, for someone who's like, I'm like, I would probably look at you like, what? Like, and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm pretty for a woman in general. What you mean, So I think definitely when people are put in certain situations, especially if this is our first day, I don't know you.
Right.
And I'm gonna be like, this is how I heard it happen. She went to the restroom. She never came back. Hey, by all means. It's the same thing for my men, If you gotta do that, do it. Let the bitch stay with the bill. If she's gonna order $75 of fucking at a coffee shop, let her pay for the bill.
All right. Reader, listener, email. Okay. A nigga from Los Angeles writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a nigga out here with 2 bitches on the team.
Oh, fuck.
My main bitch is 31. I've been with her for 2 years. And my new bitch is 25. I've been with her for 6 or 7 months. Me and my main bitch been through ups and downs. I had a couple of technically getting caught episodes. Shit like open condom box in the back seat of my whip with a condom missing. Or that time I had a W hotel napkin with lipstick on it in my pocket. I know my main bitch has built up a scorecard against me. 2 weeks ago, my birthday weekend rolled around and my main bitch told me she had to go out of town for business the same week. She does presentations for a pharmaceutical company. I got a kite from a bitch that knows both of us that the bitch went to link up with a nigga she used to fuck with in college.
Oh,
I didn't blow up the spot when she came back, but I know the shit happened. Now, since that weekend, I'm noticing a dip in the respect the bitch has for me. The bitch has a preoccupied radiance about her. I feel like I'm slowly losing my bitch. How should I play this?
I'm dead. I'm like, so you mean to tell me you got your main, but you got your side, and that's okay. But the moment your main goes and gets a little fun, now you feel like, I'm about to lose my bitch. Well, then you better act right, because you are going to lose your bitch. Someone else is filling in and doing what you're not. That time you're not spending that time you're in that, you said the hotel with the napkin. All that time you're out and about, this guy's probably texting her like, hey girl, what you doing? How's your day going? Hey, beautiful, blah, blah, So, how old is the guy? I mean, if he's in his 30s, and all that.
He's probably in his 30s. I don't know. He's in his 30s.
Probably like in his 30s or so. I would say, like, come on, think smart. Like, this girl's put up with you through all these ups, like cheating and all this shit. She's still with you. Like, this is your sign. Like, if she's already finding something else or getting entertained by something else, you better act right, unless you don't care losing her.
Okay, now. If you did that.
What?
You was mad at this motherfucker. He done did a lot of shit. You caught him. And,
break it up.
And
That's it.
And the ex hit you up, and then
I'm be like, bye, baby. I got a new baby.
So you would dump it. You would do the dump.
Especially if I've already caught a lot of like cheating stuff, this and that. You know, as a woman, I'm like.
So once you got the new dude, you would just do the dump right there. Would you do a gradual fade?
Gradual, actually, yeah, you're right. You're right, because you know what? Like, you don't want to like. What if this is just a fling? What if this is just something you've had some absence here, you've made up for it, but you're so happy where you are, you know?
Right.
So maybe she is. Maybe she's happy.
Now, have you ever balanced two dicks like that? Have you ever did that? I'm not trying to say. You see what I'm talking about?
I have. Like, you know what?
Like, you see. Yeah. It's a bad relationship leaving and a new one kind of starting up.
I'm not gonna lie to you, fuck. And if he hears this, like, I'm sorry. He's a great guy. I love him to this day. He's still a homie. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's kind of how it happened at one point. I dated this guy for 6 years, 6 years, almost 7. Yeah. And you know, like the relationship was just kind of falling apart. Dating a Scorpio is crazy, you know.
Okay, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
So you know, just a lot of like emotions and stuff. A lot of, you know, at one point I just got tired of it. You know, I grew tired of like always wanting to give my love and affection and hope, like expecting something back. Well, you shouldn't expect, but
so you reached the point of no return at where your relationship, where it was just dying.
Yeah,
no matter, it wasn't nothing. Nobody could do nothing about it. It was just.
Yeah. You know, slowly, and I think what kept me there is that I was, you know, like as women, we hold these like we hold it in our head, like. Damn, you know, like I could have a family with this guy, this and that. Because I'm that type of girl, you know. With him, we were together so long that I was like, damn, I'm going to build a family with this guy. But towards the end, like, I just didn't feel the same way. Like, physical attraction, everything was just not the same. Right. So when when some fresh dick comes in, you know, and he's like saying all the right things.
It ain't nothing you can do about it. As you look. Yeah. So the point, there's nothing you could do about it.
Unfortunately.
You gotta just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. No, yeah, for real, you know, like, and that's what we gotta learn more nowadays. Yeah. Like, stop keeping yourself in a situation you're not happy for. What? You're not doing yourself no good, and you're not doing the other person no good. Like, go out and have your fun, do whatever you want to do without having to get this person mad because you guys are in a relationship. Like, just, you know, if my man is not going to let me go out with my girls to Sunday brunch, if my man is not gonna let me go out on like Taco Tuesday, like go out to the bar with my girls or little shit, you know, then I'll be like, bye. Like I have the trust.
You be having them handcuffs like that. You been having motherfuckers trying to handcuff you and stop you from moving around like that freely with the homegirls type shit.
I feel like men always feel some type of way when their girl goes out with the homegirls, you know. Same thing with women, you know. You think of your man going out with the homies. What do you think? Oh, he's gonna be cheating. He's gonna be with females all around him, left and right. But it's not like that. Maybe they're fucking at the homie's house playing PlayStation.
You gotta fellowship with the homies. You gotta have some man talk. You gotta talk. You gotta steel sharpen steel. You gotta niggas be talking shit to each other. You know, you gotta you gotta have that man shit. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta let the bitches be out. You gotta let them do their thing. You can't stop it. Because at the end of the day,
when you're in a relationship as a female, you have to same thing as a guy. You know, you cut down a lot of the shit because of the respect you have for the relationship. But I also don't think you should lose your like. You know, I'm the type of person, I love to go out. I just don't like to be home, whether it's out groceries, whether it's out, you know, brunch. I always call up my sister at night. Hey, you want to go get some crepes? It's all fucking like 9 to 10 o'clock. And I'm like, let's go out get some crepes. You know, I'm just out and about. But some men, even if you're going out to get crepes with your sister that late, they're going to be like, damn, like this late?
Yeah,
like you're gonna go get crepes this late? I'm like, yeah, I am gonna go get crepes this late.
You gotta let motherfuckers be free though, like, you know what I mean? That shit is weak, man.
Yeah.
All right, we got another one. A nigga from Atlanta writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a nigga out here with one bitch on the team. And now that one bitch is shaky. I'm a young nigga out here at 28. I believe in God. I don't really go to church like that, but I believe in God. Now I've been with my bitch almost a year. When we started kicking it, she was regular. Now, slowly but surely, this bitch has turned into a witch or something like a witch. Now the bitch is doing tarot readings, trying to give me crystals and shit, and pressing me to do a reading. Now, my nigga, the bitch was pressing me the other day, trying to write the shit off like it's not a big deal. I'm like, bitch, what happened to freedom of religion? Last time I checked, the Bible said don't fuck with magic. Then my little Wiccan bitch went off on me on some I need to have an open mind type shit, BossMack. What the fuck? Yeah, man, I would never let a bitch force me to do nothing that I didn't want to do, my nigga.
Same. And you know what? That whole tarot reading and all that, it's turning into a big thing. I have some homegirls that have been doing it lately. And, some have really gotten into it. I like the crystal stuff, I do like getting certain crystals, just to have around you for, like, that energy, But, like, and I do have some friends that do the tarot reading, but I don't think, like, if someone's already not that into it, like, you shouldn't force someone to want to do it, Like, you got your own group of friends that want you to do it for them. Like, stop trying to get, like, most likely your man's not into it, I feel like this is a whole, wave that's going through for women, like with the spiritual, let's connect with and to a certain extent I do think it's true, like when I was at one of my jobs, we had a one of the employees' mom, she did that Reiki healing, and she did like meditation and stuff, and I had never done that. I was like, I'm open to things, so I'm like, you know what, I'll try it. We went in for like a 30 minutes. She puts music, lays you down, like smells this, pretty much puts you in relaxed mode. And it's this, and I mean, I can't lie, like she literally proved to me that all that energy stuff, like she pretty much laid me down. She was she was playing that music. She was like, she never touched me. Her hands always hovered around me. But I literally felt this like tingliness, and like when she was down towards my feet, which I didn't know, but she did say when she was out towards my feet, she felt like a lot of energy. And my eyes are closed. I don't know where she's at around my body, but I can feel when the things are like going through my body. At that point, I could feel like warmth in the bottom of my feet. And she's like, yeah, I felt like there was like a blockage there, and in my throat area, she's like, that could mean like, you need to, there's some things that you're not able to talk out about. You need to learn how to, talk about it. So like things like that, that fact that someone can make me feel something while I'm laying there without even laying a finger on me, I'm like, okay, then their energy must be strong enough, and they must really be focused on moving this energy out of you. That I felt it, so I can't speak for nobody else, but I felt it, and I'm like, felt it. Yeah, I'm like that. All that meditating stuff and all that, I think is real, because she put me in a state of mind where she's like, relax, like forget about everything, don't let yourself get like your mind get distracted. And honestly, I felt like I was fucking floating in that room when I was just laying there, and I just let everything go, So I think it is a good sense of, like people that need to clear your mind. They say meditate in the morning when you wake up, just have a clear state of mind for even like 15 minutes of meditating, That helps your whole day to just have a clear state of mind to make better decisions, So,
yeah. I fully believe in the meditation and the prayer in the morning. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To get focused. But, I do believe in the Bible. The Bible was weird, man, because it say don't fuck with the magic and all that stuff, but it do have episodes of where they went to magicians and asked to speak to the dead, and the dead came and shit like that. So I feel like that shit is real. Like it's all real. Like and like the Reiki shit. I heard that was like supposed to be like off limits too. Like that was some magic
that was crazy. But you also feel like a sense of
but it worked,
relief
though.
too. Like your body feels it almost feels like you got a massage without getting no hands, like without being touched. After I walked out of that room, I was like, wow, thanks, because whatever it was, my mind just felt clear. My body felt like good, I was like, thank you, because whatever you did, that shit worked, you know.
Yeah.
So to an extent, I believe in it for sure too, you know, and energies and all that. I do believe in energies aside from everything. But that's funny you say that, because my friend did tell me yesterday. He's like, he's like, because I told him something about astrology. He's like, oh, well then you don't believe in God because you believe in astrology. Because if if you believe in God, you're not supposed to, you know, believe in all that stuff. Right. But I'm like, okay, again, to an extent, I believe it. You know, like certain traits that they say certain, you know, like horoscopes have. Sometimes I do see it.
Hey, nah. See, here's the cold part about that. It's real. The astrology is real, but God don't want you to let that predict how you move.
Yeah.
But your characteristics on how you came to this planet that is what it is.
And you know, at first I was like nah, but then as I started reading more, for example, even with my horoscope, you know, I just realized how much it's some things that's true, and I'm like, damn, I am hard-headed, you know. Or
wait, what's your sign though?
Sagittarius.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's good.
What are you?
Taurus.
Oh, okay. I got too many Tauruses in my life.
I heard Taurus is crazy.
My May, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. May what?
13.
There you go. Oh yeah.
I don't know if I exude all the characteristics, you know what I'm saying? You know, I try to be a good person. I just try to.
That's right.
And not be selfish, be a good person, and do, you know, I try, man.
Back to your boy's question, though. So he's asking, like, what should he do?
Yeah, I say my thing is you never, ever, ever accept ultimatums from bitches like that. You never go under a press. If you go under a press, that take away from you, like, type shit, I believe. If you compromise some shit like that and do some shit against your philosophy, that take away from you spiritually, I think. Yeah. I feel like you don't want to do it, don't do it, and look her in her eye and say, hey, man, if you don't want to fuck with me because I don't want to do that, then that's what it is. And then I don't want to hear about that shit no more. I don't even want to hear. I don't even want you to bring that shit up to me no more. Yeah. You feel me? Like, if you want to do that shit, you do that shit.
Yeah, and then, you know, some girls have I'm not gonna lie, some girls have taken it overhand with all that, you know, so you know, girls
I heard
too.
Beyonce is the queen of that shit though. Like, yeah, like that's where a lot of this shit is coming from. Like they heard about Beyonce doing that shit, and
it's true, you know, like I feel like artists too, in a way, they try to put that out. You know, like just believing and I think that all that speaking it into existence shit, all that is true. Like you wake up, you put something in your mind and you work towards it slowly but daily, you know, eventually you're going to reach that goal, but you have to put it out there daily. You can't want something and then one day you work towards it for a whole week. You don't, you know, it's never going to work out that way.
Right. Okay. So, as a Latina, I can say that. Okay. Brujas.
Yeah.
Is that a big deal in your because I be noticing Botanicas. I be noticing plenty.
So that I feel would be the most like magic stuff that we talk about. I feel like for us there's like that black magic, you know, like Santeria and all that, like the dark magic and stuff, which you'll find a lot of that in the Botanicas.
One of my peoples do the Santeria. He the one that told me about the Botanicas. One of my buddies that well, I don't really talk to him that like that no more. He managed the Far Side.
Okay.
He into that shit big time. Right?
And you know what, like, to each his own, you know. If it works for you, then it works for you. And if you don't want to get into it, don't. I'm like, personally, I won't, you know, like, I'm not gonna lie, one time, damn, I was super little, and me and my mom were like, I don't know what the fuck it was, but we had found some little like roll-on potions or something, you know. Right. And it said, like, you know, to make someone fall in love and da-da-da-da-da. And it was my stepdad towards my mom. My mom and my stepdad were already having a relationship, like, fallout. So I was like, is this fool really going to the fucking Botanicas to get these potions to try to make you fall for him? I was like, you better make sure he's not putting shit in your drinks, because, you know. It's crazy, and it gets like that. Yeah, it gets like that. And also like brujeria, which is magic, you know, like, and that's dark magic. You could put you could do brujeria on someone and like turn their life upside down. You know, some people will say it fucking around, but in some situations, people will do brujeria on you, and you will be like, you will notice it follow you throughout your life. That's why you got to be careful of the people you fuck with. You know, there's been people that, when I was younger, I knew a girl who her mom did that. She did that black magic stuff. So I did not fuck with that girl too much, because I was like, girl, if one day I do something to piss you off, you're going to tell your mom to do some shit on me, and I'm straight. I don't want to fuck with all that. But it is crazy. But it is true. It is true. And they have the Botanicas and stuff. But it's not necessarily always for magic, you know, like certain things to help, you know, like I know my mom would go if we had certain pains or for certain topicals and stuff like that. So it just depends. But I mean, that's a whole nother game. One of my co-workers who was all into like that magic stuff, and she was all spiritual, she could feel, you know, like energies and stuff. She said she wanted to Santa Fe swap meet, because I had always tell her like, oh yeah, I go there a lot, like I love going there. Sunday mornings, it's a ritual. You know,
talking about on Alameda? Okay, in Long Beach.
I think Santa Fe. Yeah,
they got a spot in there for that shit though.
Oh, they do have a lot, like where they have all those, and they have in our culture too, we have a lot of people that pray to these certain saints.
Right, they got them in there. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like, for example, you'll see it in Narcos too. You know, there's another movie where you see it. They go and they like pray to these saints to take care of, like,
right.
You know,
and certain saint for gangsters. I peeped that.
So there's that too. You know, and it's like the same thing as how we would bring offerings to, like, you know, please do this in my life, help me with this in my life. It's like the same thing for, you know, like baby drug dealers, you know, like I've come and I pray and I pay my dues to my saint, and then and in return it looks out for my, you know, whatever I got going on, you know. So I do believe in that, but it's crazy, you know. It can get so far beyond religion, you know. At the end of the day, like, my family was Catholic. I believe in the Virgin Mary. I believe in, you know, different things, but I'm also very open to the now and the like I said, all that spiritual stuff that like my mind was open to. I'm like, you know what? It's true, you know, like energy and your thoughts is what controls so much too, you know, like
right.
So it's a lot of things that play out now, but no, at the end of the day, you know, I do believe in God and all, so.
Yeah,
there's somebody watching over us, even if they say my homegirl says the person watching over you is your greater self. That's who looks out for you. I'm like, well, my greater self, I feel like, is God, you know, like he's the greater, you know, and as far as down here, I look out for myself to make sure I'm good because I know better, you know. But yeah, religion is kind of crazy nowadays, you know. There's so many things. Back then it was either you believe, you don't, Christian, Catholic, and Muslim, stuff like that too. And now it's like, you know, but now you got a whole bunch of different things. Buddhism's a pretty cool thing too. I wanted to get into that, but
you know what? A big time Buddha just died.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, big time one, like a pope, like the Pope level Buddha just died. His name is Thich Nhat something. Yeah, I was watching his burial ceremony. You know, like it was like the level of the Pope type shit.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah. I respect all the religions.
Yeah. I feel because I low-key take a little something from everything. One time I was like 17, 18 working at the Moreno Valley Mall, and I was working at like a little Indian store boutique, and some lady came in and I saw her little, you know how they have the jade Buddhas? So I saw it and I was like, oh, I like your Buddha. And I don't know, one thing led to another. We started talking about, you know, she started explaining to me like Buddhism and stuff. And the one thing that always stuck with me was like, she said, you know, to us, we believe we are all gods. Like, you're a god, I'm a god, we're all gods. We all have that within ourselves, you know. So, for example, I could sit here and, like, let's say I'm sitting in my car real quick doing something, whatever. I'm at the gas station. You know, homeless, you know, they hang around the gas station.
Right.
Let's say some person walks past and does, like, some, you know, like tosses them a piece of, like, does something bad, you know, like, just, like, disrespectful, or tosses them this, or laughs at them. Whatever it is, that's you know, yes, it's a homeless person and all that, but you shouldn't be doing those things. And the fact that I saw that and saw you do it, I'm the God judging you right now, you know, like, you just did that. Like if I do something bad in front of you, you're like the God watching me do that.
Right.
So that's kind of something that I was like, man, it is true, you know, like, I hate, the other day I was driving past, like going on a delivery, and I saw these kids, you know, one looked like, kind of like nerdy kid, and he had a bag of chips. Another kid comes up, like grabs his bag of chips, and he's like, come on, chase me, you know? And to me, that kind of stuck with me. I drove past, and I'm like, fuck, dude, it makes me want to go back. Because what if this is a bully? You know, I hope it's like his brother or something fucking with him, but what if this is a bully? And like, this is just a kid walking by himself, and this fucking just bully just came and took his chips, and haha, I'm out of here, like haha, you know? Like, that type of shit makes me feel bad too, but, you know, like I said, karma. Or it could have been his brother. Then I'm like, okay, you guys are just fucking around, you know. But if this is really like a bully, and I see that, I'm like, damn, that shit kind of, it hurts me, you know. I like to see a kid, you know, like what is he gonna do for himself?
I feel you. So you have a strong sense of justice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you know any Russian bitches? Any Russian bitches?
I don't think so.
No Ukrainian bitches. No,
crazy.
No people affected by the war.
Oh no, nobody affected by. You know what? I know one homie who has been posting. They have these like, I think like brewed, like, I don't know if they're beers or there's some type of alcohol beverages, and it says like, you know, it's a brand that's from out there. So if you buy from them, they're now putting that money into support. So that's the only person I've seen posting about it, and I've tried to share it because, you know, no one's posting about it. No one's posting about it. You know, like we just hear about what's going on, but are we doing anything to help? Yeah.
Okay, before we leave up out of here, we almost did. We an hour and a half in.
Damn.
Yeah.
Time flew.
Yeah. Okay, look. Before I let you go, I need to know, you in the ink.
Yes. I'm not even halfway to where I want to be. Ever since I was a kid, like, I always said I was going to be fully blasted, you know. Now I'm grown. Okay. You know, now I say the only things I don't want blasted is probably like my chest. I will still get my neck though. And I've always used to want things like on my, like, you know, the eyebrow. Right. Everyone's like, don't do it. So, you know, I think that's the only thing I would keep clean is like just the face and like the chest, you know. Okay. But everything else is a go. I have already something on top of my foot. Next, I'm going to start on my legs. My homie just did a piece to help me fill in some spot into this arm piece. And the last part is the inside. After that, we're moving on to the leg. So, and I got a big ass back piece too, so I'm super excited. We just finished that. Shout out to Tattoo Louie. He's out in Azusa, and he fucking did a killer job. I think we did 4 sessions of like 5 to 7 hours each. Okay,
yeah. Okay. We're gonna tag. Yeah. We're gonna tag the shop and put that out there, man. Get that love. That's what's up, man. So, okay, do you have like a thing for guys that rock tattoos only?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, you know, it's a plus. You know, it does make you a little, you know, a little bit more attractive. I'm like, he's not scared of pain, okay? but you know, not necessarily, because I've also known of like older heads, like OGs from back in the day, you know, that clean skin, not one tattoo, because they believe, you know, like, if you ever get like stopped by the cops or get into some trouble, they can never affiliate you with nothing because you got a clean canvas, you know. So that makes sense too. And you know, just the whole keeping your body clean and all that. But I'm like, man, I fucked up a long time ago, so I might as well keep going. There's no going back, you know.
I feel you. I feel you. Have you done like a lot of photography? Have you been people taking a lot of pictures?
No, nothing like that. I recently did want to get into like a photo shoot, because with my back tattoo, I'm like, that's a pretty big one.
Well, right.
So I want to get that out there, and then, you know, just shout out to my artist too, because he fucking killed that shit, and it was just something I've been wanting to do since I was like 16, 17.
Right. What high school you went to?
Vista del Lago. I used to live in Moreno Valley.
Moreno Valley,
yeah. So, and murder. So I went to Vista del Lago. Yeah, it was crazy. You know, that was one school that was one of those like bad high schools you didn't want to go to. You know, I remember being in like first year, 9th grade, and first day of school, I'm walking home and there's a riot. You know, blacks and Mexicans. And this shit went crazy throughout this. They like got some kid, I remember, and they like threw him on the windshield of a car, broke the windshield, like all just bad shit. And I'm like, damn, it was bad, but after that, I think after like 9th, 10th grade, all that calmed down, you know. Back then it was a lot worse, but yeah, that all calmed down a lot.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. I'm always fascinated by that, like, you know, because for a while I was a substitute teacher, in the Linwood School District. And so, you know, I really kind of like, you know, I just had a lot of respect for y'all culture, you feel me? And then I used to just trip off the ones like you that only like DJ Quick and Second and Nine and Easy and shit like that. And just be totally into the culture, and then like into the old school, then like maybe the Cholo rappers, like you know, some of them.
Yeah.
And I used to just trip off, and then I used to trip off of the tension that was between them, but then how they was really like the same. It's really like the same.
Man, it's a beautiful culture, you know. Yeah. But like a lot of other different ones, you know, there's a lot of things that connect us. You know, I've noticed certain friends from different cultures. Specifically, I fuck with them because they were brought up like in my household, you know, like we were brought up respect and, you know, don't fuck people over, treat people right, you know, things like that. Yeah. And a lot of my friends too, they're the type like, oh, let's say one day I don't got it, you know, like they're like, oh, don't trip, I got you, you know, like that's the number one thing, you know, when a friend don't got it and you look out for them, and it's not like I'm gonna keep doing it, and it's that type of person, but like, you know, I don't got it this time, but don't worry, I got you, and the next time, well, the person's they're always gonna look out for you, you know, those type of friends are the good friends, and that are not gonna be taxing you and shit. Hey, remember those $20 you owe me from last week?
I feel you. That's what's up, man. Well, you know what? That's about it. You gotta come back.
Yeah, hell yeah. I feel like this was just so short.
I gotta put you in the. Okay, one more.
Okay. Let's do it.
One more question.
Yeah. Oh, this one looks like it's gonna be good.
Okay, I got a couple. Okay. A bacterial infection or a yeast infection?
Ooh. You could cure a yeast infection, right? And you could bacterial infection, like I accidentally got some.
Well, we're talking about like in the vaginal area.
Oh.
Cause one of them be having, cause I remember a couple bitches had that chronic. What is it? That BV called BV, where they the pussy stank like, and they couldn't, and it was like a struggle to get that. That was like a bacterial.
And that
infection.
was okay. But the yeast is like.
But I think the yeast is like, that's like a fungus. That's like a plant.
It's still bad though, because it's you know, bad. But you could get rid of that easier, no?
Both of them you could cure, but one might be, you know.
I'd rather have the itch than the smell. I'm like, I don't want to be smelling like nothing. If it itches, I'm like, I'm gonna just hide it. But fuck, if it smells, there's not really much way to hide that.
That BV shit could fuck with a bitch's mind, like, cause that could fuck you up like really bad. I know a couple bitches that I think that drove them bitches crazy. That cause niggas won't, you know, niggas.
Yeah. You're right.
All right. Do you prefer texting or phone conversations?
You know what? As we get older, I realize like the texting stuff, we get busy, you know. People got a life, people got to work, you know. So I totally understand if we can't text all the time, but like a phone call or a face. You know what? Lately, I've gotten into FaceTime.
You like FaceTiming?
I like FaceTiming. Yeah. I don't know why. It just feels like
you can see. I can see you. I can see your state of mind, how your spirit is. you can't really lie.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
words, you could say some words, but you know, I could look at you and say, okay, I feel you.
Or if you're even paying attention, you know, like on the phone, I could be on the phone, but I could be doing millions of stuff. Like, yeah, no, I feel that. But then if I'm on FaceTime, like I'm either like in my room or I'm driving. If I'm driving, I have you, but I'm like paying attention, you know. So I don't know. I kind of prefer FaceTimes. Phone calls when you can. Text messages, we get busy. We can't always do that, you know. And I'm the worst texter sometimes, so I completely understand too.
You're the worst texter. Yeah,
like sometimes it'll take me weeks to get back, you know. It's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. I know, but you know she's interested if she's texting you all day, every day, continuously. If I'm not texting you back continuously, then I'm probably not that interested, you know. If I'm being real. No, yeah, it's true.
Okay. This is the final one.
All right, better be the best one, the good one. I'm just kidding. We're gonna have a part 2 for this. Okay?
You coming back, bro? Like this ain't the. You coming back quick? You coming back fast? All right. Would you date a dude to let you know out the gate? I don't eat pussy.
That's okay. We could teach him. We could teach him.
No, he said no.
He's gonna like it.
No. Not teach.
Well then,
not teach. Not he don't. It's not that he don't know how.
It's like he's not gonna do it.
I don't eat pussy.
Well, see, that's hard because sometimes.
Come on, man. Look. Let's focus.
Because look, sometimes
is that the deal? Is that a very important piece to?
Not really, because I mean, if you could work around, if you could foreplay and do everything else right, then I mean, I don't. Well,
wait, we don't know about that. He already done just said that's off the table. We don't know what the.
Well, then I'm gonna be like, well, I don't give head either. Then sorry, like we mutual. Like,
is that a bad? Okay, now
not necessarily.
Now, wait a minute. Now see that. Now what if he's like, nah, that ain't.
Yeah, I want you to give me head, but I'm gonna be like, well, bye. I'm gonna be like, no, it doesn't work that way. It has to go both ways. Yeah, no, it has to.
I know niggas out there really like that though. I know a couple of niggas is really in that space, mind space. It's really like.
I have heard of some people.
No pussy,
yeah,
and you gotta suck my dick.
Yeah, I heard
really,
about that.
Stand firm.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why is it that way? You know, like that's crazy to me.
It's a couple of dudes I know. It's a psychological. It's like I can't never bow down to the pussy type shit in the spirit. Like I gotta figure out a way to eat pussy without getting on my knees.
You don't. You slide. You slide down and you know.
Oh shit.
That's crazy, but you're right. You know, like same thing with the type of guys that are like, nah, I don't like to kiss after she sucks dick. I'm like, what? That's your dick. How do you not like to kiss after she sucks your dick? So it's like one of those things.
All right, I appreciate you. We gotta do the photo shoot.
Yes, no, hell yeah.
It's up.
Hell yeah.
All right, now I appreciate you.
It was great. Thank you for having me, and
man.
thank you to all the listeners who will enjoy this episode.
Where they follow you at on Instagram?
You can follow me on Instagram as Lady Dang all together.
Lady Dang.
We can talk about how that name came up later.
For sure, man. For sure. Prince has blessed us. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me. As always, thank you.
Yeah.
Bless.
All right.
Thank you for coming out. The Top Mac Nigga Show is a BossMack Industries production.